Hello, my name is Linda Wasylciw, also known as LM Wasylciw and or Professor Scry, and I'm going to tell you a bit about book signings. It might come as a surprise for some authors to learn that book signings are little more than social events. It's not a place to sell great numbers of books unless your name is Grisham or Rowling. So before booking your event, consider what is involved and what you want to get out of it. Number one, organize where you want to hold the event. That'll take you maybe an hour. Number two, show up prepared with pen in hand, maybe some bookmarks and handouts. If you're giving away a door prize, calculate any cost incurred and don't forget the entry box along with a few scraps of paper. Number three, spend your time there. Approximately 3 hours talking with your friends. Number four, finally collect your sales money, calculate your per hour income, and don't be surprised if it's less than minimum wage. At most book signing events, the vast majority of authors sell 8 books or less. Many sell less than 5. On a good day, one might sell 9 or 10. Sometimes an author doesn't sell a single book. Now that would hurt. Authors who sold more than 8 books typically had mailing lists, alumni groups, co-workers, and other networks that showed up to give support. If a person has the connections, media coverage in the local paper might stir up some shoppers. But more often than not, even those mentions fall flat. One article that I had recently read mentioned a well-promoted event with coverage on the morning TV news and radio. It was a busy Saturday morning and there were free chocolate-covered strawberries on the table. The event had all the makings of a stellar signing event. The strawberries, they went like crazy. 3 hours later, after plenty of shoppers stopped by to chat, guess how many books sold? 12. It was certainly better than the average. Now here's a tip for you that doesn't include chocolate-coated strawberries. Talk, talk, talk. Regardless of how many people show up at your book signing, don't be afraid to smile. Give them a wave, greet them. Give them a cheerful, hey, come on over here and check out my books. Surprisingly enough, they will. And they might even find you interesting enough to buy your book. Now, before you get despondent about the way things are, having a great turnout isn't everything. And the modern world is different. We just have to accept it as it is. Tough a pill as that is to swallow. Things are very different from how it was in my younger days, and don't frown because it was different. Back then, few people missed a social event, likely because there weren't too many things happening. And if my friends were doing anything, I, not unlike everyone else, was there. I'd have been supporting the cause, gathering the flock and drumming up business, even if they, my friends or family member, were selling a fart machine. I'd have had my family and friends in tow, eager to boast about someone else's success. And more than likely I'd have bought their latest invention and taken it home, whether I needed one or not. So just because your friends did not show up at your book launch or book signing, it's not to say that you no longer have friends and that they're not interested in supporting you. The people in today's world are tired, exhausted from the day-to-day grind, and were, without a doubt, high-fiving you from the comforts of their home. They were probably flopped on the sofa with an electronic device in one hand and the television remote in the other. They might have even already downloaded your latest ebook and was reading it. They were supporting you in their own way. They hadn't forgotten about you. It was simply too much bother to attend. So have your book signing. Any and all publicity is good. And a successful book signing is when you show up, Your books are there. You have a place to sit. You mingle with your friends. And you sell just one book, even if it wasn't to your very best friend.